They say, nothing in life is free. Well, that's not true. There are things in life that are free. You know what? The air you breathe is free. If you go outside right now, it is free. It is clean. It is fresh. It's also probably filled with carbon particulates of the 787 fleet burning up in the sky. But today, we're not talking about the air outside. We're talking about the air inside airplanes. And if you're booking a ticket, it's a very good chance they're stealing from you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And this is why. Welcome to my channel. It's time to take off and start your engines, because I am absolutely fired up for today's video. So hit subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. So why am I fired up? Because today I want to talk about how airlines are stealing from you and getting away with it. They are stealing from you. They're doing it on every flight. They're doing it from every fare, and they're getting away with it. Now let me be clear. This is not a rant against all airlines. There are some awesome ones out there that aren't doing these things. But the big ones, the major ones that fly millions of people a year, they're getting away with it. Okay, let's start with hidden fees. So you book your flight, you pay the price, and then once you've done that, they add on another fee for carry-on bags, or maybe they charge you more for picking a seat, or maybe they'll have an additional fee for printing your boarding pass. All of these are ways that they are nickel and diming you after you've already paid for your flight. Now, generally speaking, you can avoid this by booking directly with the airline. If you use a third-party site, sometimes they will bundle those fees in. So if you're going to book with a third party, just be sure when you're looking at the price that it includes everything. But even if you do book directly with the airline, you might not be able to avoid the next one, which is a fake refund policy. So you book your flight, but then something comes up. Maybe your flight gets canceled, or maybe someone in your family gets sick, or maybe you just do and feel like flying on that particular day. So you call up the airline to cancel and get a refund. And what happens? Oh, sorry, we don't issue refunds. Why not? Well, it says in our terms and conditions. Well, isn't that just a little bit sneaky? Yes, it is. I mean, you wouldn't buy a movie ticket and then the theater say, hey, can't get a refund because it's in our terms and conditions. That's not how the world works. The fact is, they are selling tickets knowing full well they will never give you a refund. It is a scam. It is a bait and switch. It is wrong. No. 3 is an interesting one, and it goes like this. You find a great deal on a flight, so you book it, you get excited about it, and then you go to use it, and they say, oh, sorry, that deal was only valid for a credit card ending in 4, 5, 6, 7, or MasterCard ending in 1, 2, 3, or 4. What? Yes, they do this. They run targeted ads to get you to click on their site, and then once you're there, they lure you in with a great deal. But then when you go to use it, they say you can only use it with a certain type of credit card. This is completely wrong. It's misleading, and it is illegal. By the way, I have a whole video on how they use bait and switch tactics to trick you into buying their flights. But let's move on to the next one, which is non-refundable taxes. When you book a flight, there are government taxes that are collected. And here's the thing, they don't go to the government. They stay with the airline. So you'd think, okay, cool, I booked this flight, I paid all this money, and then if I have to cancel, the airline still has the taxes that I paid. In other words, they're getting paid twice. That's not how the world works. If you buy a product at a store and you return it, the store doesn't get to keep the sales tax that you paid on it. That's wrong. That's not how the world works. If you rent a car and you turn it back in early, you don't get charged extra because you didn't use it. In other words, they're charging you for a service that you didn't use. That's not how the world works. So why is it okay for airlines to collect taxes and then not give them back to you if you do and end up using the flight? It's not okay. It's wrong. And frankly, it's theft. What can you do about it? Well, actually, there's something you can do about all of them. So let's cover that. First, if it's hidden fees, make sure you book directly with the airline. Second, for the fake refund policy, call your credit card company and dispute it. Most credit cards will cover you because they are fraudulent. Third, for the credit card trick, file a complaint with the FTC, and yes, they will investigate it. Finally, for the non-refundable taxes, write your congressman. Seriously, write your congressman. Tell them that you think it is wrong for airlines to be able to steal your money in this way. And if enough people do it, it could become law that they have to give you back the taxes that you paid.
Oh.
Now, you might be saying, well, I'm just one person. What good can I do? The answer is quite a lot, because if enough people complain, the airlines will change their policy. If enough people complain, the government will step in. If enough people complain, there will be consequences. But if no one complains, if we all shrug our shoulders and say, "Oh, that sucks," nothing will happen. I really think that this could make a difference. So take 5 minutes, look up your congressman, write them a note, send them an email, tell them what happened. It doesn't take long, and it could save a lot of people a lot of money. There's also another way to fight back. If you haven't yet subscribed, take a second and do it. Hit the bell so you get notified when we release new videos. We're coming out with a lot of videos about how to beat the airlines at their own game. So make sure you subscribe. When I first started traveling, I wanted business class. Thought it was silly to sit in economy when you didn't have to. So I got started learning how to get it for free. I read books, I talked to people, I went to seminars, and over time I developed a system, step-by-step system, that allowed me to get business class seats for pennies on the mile. Over the last 2 years, I've taken over 40 flights and every single one of them has been in business class. Now, a lot of people have tried to copy me and figure out my system, but it's very hard to do because I've worked on it for decades. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Remember, share your miles, not your seat. And until next time, fly safe and fly smart.